All right, so I've got this beautiful P11 up on the lift. I haven't done anything except disconnect the gas lines and drain the gas tank. The gas I got out of it is just interesting. It might be AV gas, I wonder. I don't know. Whatever it is, it doesn't smell like acid. It smells very oily. So I've dumped it out, and I've got 5 gallons of gas here. So I'm going to put about a gallon or so in this little tank and see if I can. Well, then I'm going to kick it over and check for spark, and then maybe I may try to start it. So that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here's a little helpful hint. If you're going to use spark plugs and spark plug caps that require the aluminum cap on the end of the spark plug, make sure that they're tight as can be. Make sure that they're tight. I mean, you can even use a spark plug socket on here like so to make sure that they are tight, okay? Like so. Because if they're slightly loose, you can get the spark up here. It will spark up here and not spark down there if this is loose, because it's a lousy connection, okay? So if you're going to use spark plugs that use these aluminum tips, make sure they're on here tight. Okay, that's all. Just one of your basic helpful hints, hopefully. Okay, there are 3 different ways of checking for spark on these bikes. The first is to have your sweetheart hold on to the spark plug while you kick the bike over and tell you if it tingles. Because they love you very, very much, they will do this for you one time and then never again. And you'll never hear the end of it. So that's one way. The other way is to do what I've done here, which is to use a shorting wire, ground wire from here to the frame. And if I kick it over, I should be able to see spark right there. And that's the way I'm going to do it this time. Now this is a neon bulb in line with a spark plug wire, and I can put this into the wire and this onto the spark plug, and you'll see the neon light bulb flash every time there is a spark. The problem is I've modified this so that it fits the type of spark plug cap that I use, which is made for the spark plugs without the aluminum adapter on them. So if I have to use this, I'll have to slightly modify it. So let's see if I can see spark when I kick this thing over. I'm going to zoom in real tight on this plug itself and see if you can see any spark when I... Theoretically, when you turn the ignition on and off, you should get a spark. So let's try this. I don't see it. Okay, so ignition on. Do we have lights? Let's make sure we have voltage. Okay, we got good lights. So we got a good battery. Ignition is turned on. Okay. Good battery. Let's see if I have spark when I kick this over. Oh yeah, I can see the spark. Can you see the spark? So, I hope you can see that. I mean, it was really good spark. Okay, I did see it. Let's go over here and see if we have spark on this side. All right, let's see if we get spark over there. You can see it better than I can because I'm on this side of the bike. Yep, I can see it. Yep. Okay, so we got good spark both sides. So I've got fresh gas in it. I'm going to hook up the gas lines and kick it over and see what happens. Now, keep in mind, the last time I tried to start a P11, it kicked back so badly that it broke my foot. 7 bones in my right foot. I hobbled in a boot for about 6 weeks. So I'll put some boots on and I'll try kicking this thing, but if it doesn't go, I will invite Kevin and his size 13 cloudhoppers down here to do the kicking. So let's put the gas lines back on and check for gas flow and see what happens. Okay, spark plugs are reinstalled. I've got about a gallon of gas in the tank, and I'm going to check for flow out of the petcock now. Oh, good flow. So I got good flow over here. I'm going to check the other side. All right, good flow over there. That's important because this particular bike doesn't have a crossover between the carburetors, and so both petcocks have to be open. I don't know if that's a P11 syndrome or if it was just put together with 2 single banjo bolts instead of the crossover style. I don't have any of the original style banjo bolts for Nortons. We could always order them if necessary. So now I'm going to hook the gas lines back up and give it a stroke and see what happens. Maybe it'll give me a stroke. We'll find out. All right, I've got the gas lines hooked up. Let's see if we get a good tickle with no carb leaks. That's quite an angle there. I'm a bouncer, by the way. There are holders and there are bouncers. Okay, got a good tickle. And no overt leaks. Let's do the other side. Okay, got a good tickle over here. And no overt leaks. Okay, very good. All right, at this point in time, we have a bike that has gas flow into the carburetors. We have a good tickle on both carburetors. We've got good spark on both sides, and we definitely have compression. So I'm going to put some heavy boots on and see if I can kick on this thing and see what happens. All right, I have my heavy boots on. Got a good tickle, got good battery, got good lights, got good spark. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. All right. I got no indication that the bike wants to start. We know we have good spark, and I'm not going to fool with it. It's got a tri-spark ignition system in it, and I don't think anybody's fooled with that since the last time we worked on this bike was in 2017, and it hadn't been ridden since then. It's just sat. So if you have really good spark and you sincerely believe the timing's good, and you sure got compression, that means let's go into the carburetors and see what we can see. So I'm going to do that next, and I'll let you know how it works out. All right, I've got the bowls off, the floats out, the jets out, main jet, needle jet. I have a special wand, shall we say, tube on my CRC that lets me put these in, put it directly into the carburetor and seal it, and then I can pressure spray cleaner through all of the various and sundry channels. By going in this way, I go through a different channel. Going across, by going in up here, I go in and go across, and one way or another, I get spray out of every single orifice that I'm supposed to get spray out of, including the two little ones in here. So all the passages are clean, and the needle hanging down is free and moving, so that's not a problem. And over here, same thing, free and moving. And if you see when I pull the throttle, turn the throttle, they go up evenly. Good snap. I've got just enough play up here so that it's perfect. And I've got the pilot jet adjusters, the air adjusters out. And over here, I've got all the bits and pieces from the carburetors, and everything is absolutely squeaky clean. Just beautifully clean, beautifully clean. Now, let me tell you the mistake I might have made before when I was trying to start the bike. I put a good gallon or more of gasoline in the gas tank, and then I did a tickle, and I got a good tickle. What I didn't do was empty these bowls of the previous version of whatever fuel was in there, because they're the old style bowls that don't have a drain on the bottom. I didn't even think about taking them off. So they were filled with the original gas, which is this stuff that came, that was in the tank. Now this stuff is so oily and greasy, I'm pretty sure that it's a really a lot of gasoline stabilizer or something. Anyway, that's my current theory. Could be wrong. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. And I'm going to put these carburetors apart, that are now apart, back together and try to do a restart and see how it goes. But not right now. It's 2:15 in the afternoon, and I've got some other things pending that are going to stop me from doing this. So I'll put these back together and try to do another start tomorrow. In the meantime, by the way, I pulled the clutch in all the way, and I've got a nylon tie strap holding it in. And I came over here to make sure that the clutch plates are not sticking together. So I've got a nice, I have to go all the way through the kicker. So the clutch plates are nice and free. If when we get it started, the bike won't try to jump out from underneath of me when I put it in gear. So that's where we are. I'm going to go ahead and post these, and then I've got some things that are going to tie me up for the afternoon, and then I will come back to this tomorrow.